Welcome in the Knight Fieldhouse on the campus of Lone Peak High School for Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network presented by HanuWare.com. Dusty Lister with you as we're in Game 2 of the region play. As tonight, the Lone Peak Knights take on the Skyridge Falcons in what is the rematch of last year's 6A state championship basketball game. Lone Peak comes in 6-6 on the year, 1-0 in region. Skyridge is 8-4 on the season, 0-1 in region play without Cambry Blackham, our 6A MVP last year. She is still coming back from a knee injury, not playing tonight. Lone Peak have won 6 of the last 7 games. The last time Skyridge beat Lone Peak was in January 2021. So Sarah Bartholomew wins the opening tip-off, picked up by Naya Tanuvasa, Shawnee Nordstrom, Katie Lawrence, Naya Tanuvasa, Kennedy Woolston, and Sarah Bartholomew, the starting 5 for Nancy Warner and Lone Peak. Mentioned Cambry Blackham on the floor for Coach Shaylee Nielsen, our reigning 6A Coach of the Year, as Sarah Bartholomew goes hard to the hole and is fouled. That'll put her at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Starting 5 for Coach Shaylee Nielsen is Lillian Meyer, number 10, number 33, Jada Smith, number 45, Sadie Butters, number 2, Shay Toole, and number 24, Bella Sika. Sarah misses the first and will have one more. Of course, Sarah Bartholomew, a 3-year starter for Lone Peak. She's won 2 state championships. Heading to BYU, where she'll rejoin Kaylee Woolston up on the hill at the Y. That ball out of bounds off of, it's going off of Sika. It'll stay here with Lone Peak. So Shawnee triggers into Katie Lawrence, back to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee had the ball poked away. Loose ball picked up by Nordstrom. Baseline Jay No. Gets her own rebound and then loses it. That is 2 times there. Lillian Meyer, I should say, able to get a hand on the ball from Shawnee Nordstrom. This is Butters, got away from Bartholomew. Too strong in the key. And quickly back down the floor. Naya Tanuvasa off on the 3. And the rebound tracked down by Jada Smith. That state championship game was, it went exactly the way the Skyridge wanted. All until about the last 6 minutes of that game. Butters trapped in the key, sends it back out to Sika. Now back to Butters, working on Kennedy Woolston. Sends it out to Smith, 8 on the shot clock. Smith to Sika with 5. Sika on the drive, can't get it to go, and the rebound taken by Lone Peak. Now ball out of bounds off of Shay Toole and will stay with the Knights. Austin Bigelow running the camera tonight. Reagan Litster, intern Reagan, running the system. Inside to Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah goes inside of Butters, and it's Sarah Bartholomew with the first 3 points of the night. 6:15 on a running clock here in the first quarter. Reagan will try to keep that clock on your screen as close as possible, but it is unofficial. And during dead balls, we'll get it synced up. Shay Toole sends that ball out for 3. A little long there by Lillian Meyer. I'm going to do that all night long. Out of bounds, and we'll stay here. Meyer gets that ball into Shay Toole. Shay across the lane, blocked away by Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee open for three and hits. Shawnee Nordstrom joined the 1,000-point club on Friday. Put her at 1,005 points now. They got an extra bucket just for good measure. I'm just basing that off of the fact that the social media post was the bucket before the timeout to close out that game. So she's either at 1,003 or 1,005 now. Out to Sika. Sika dribbles that ball out of bounds, and it's Lone Peak basketball. Ariane Moyai checks in. Also have not seen, well, she just might not be there anymore. But that quickly the other way. Lawrence back to Shawnee again. Back-to-back threes for Shawnee Nordstrom. And it's 9-0 Lone Peak here early on. Kaylee Rich will join the game at the next dead ball. Shea goes away from the screen, returns back to the three-point line. Hard take and one. Ariane Moyai with the bump and bucket. And Skyridge gets on the board. Foul goes to Kennedy Woolston. As Kaylee Rich comes on for Sarah Bartholomew. And Kaya Perkins checked in. Her older sister was a leader on the team a year ago, Danya Perkins. As Tanuvasa pulls down the rebound on the missed free throw. Kennedy sends that ball to the corner, kind of in between. They got tipped there. As Portia Hugh comes on for Skyridge, as Sika comes off. Yeah, that's Shawnee can't be the first one to touch the ball. So put the ball on the baseline, it's Skyridge ball. Yeah, she inbounded and no one touched it. So Shea Toole up top. The horns. Toole to Sika. Sika, strong take, can't finish it, and a foul to Sika on the loose ball. That will be the first team foul on Skyridge. Both teams with a foul apiece with 4:11 left in the quarter. Remind you that starting this year, team fouls reset at the quarters, just like the NBA, and there are no more 1-and-1s, so double bonus free throws at 5 team fouls. Tanuvasa on the drive, goes into Toole. Good job of not getting up the charge, but stayed nice and patient. And Naya Tanuvasa puts that one in. And it's 11-2. And Shawnee with the steal. Nordstrom goes at Shea Toole. They get her with an off-arm foul. And a timeout taken by Shaylee Nielsen. So with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half, it is Lone Peak 11, Falcons 2. You're watching Lone Peak basketball, presented by HanuWear.com.
Every day we have a choice to sit and wait or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Welcome back in. Dusty Litster with you. As I mentioned, Lone Peak basketball, Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by HanuWear, HanuWear.com. I want to thank them for their support of Lone Peak girls basketball. A quick 8-point lead for the Knights. Sarah Bartholomew has 3. Shawnee Nordstrom has 6. Tanuvasa has a pair, and there's a travel on Shea Toole. And you see kind of where this a little bit out of sorts for Skyridge without Camry Blackham. Also without Mealy as well. Mercedes Mealy is one of the better players in the state of Utah that you don't know about. She was a freshman last year, played great. Probably as a sophomore last year, was terrific. But Mercedes, the daughter of Atula Mealy, was a star tight end at Brigham Young University and a longtime tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. It's part of the NFC Championship team that was robbed of a championship in 2005. As Ben Roethlisberger still yet to cross the goal line in that game. And Darrell Jackson scored a touchdown that wasn't put on the board. And I'm not even a Seahawk fan. Kaylee Rich comes off the floor. Sarah Bartholomew comes on. Quickly into Sarah. Sarah through a little bit of contact, finishes. Sarah now with 5 points in the first half. Probably first quarter. Sika drives as Zuri Nordstrom can't get it. Rebound to Nayatanu Vasa. And Sika with the steal. Shea, extra pass. Finds Portia underneath. And Portia Hugh puts that one up and in. Perkins with the steal. Perkins can't get it to go on the rebound to Tanu Vasa. Well, up the floor we go with Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee tried to fit that along the baseline, out of bounds off of Shea. And the ball will stay here with Lone Peak. Zuri in quickly to Shawnee. Shawnee on the drive, floated up and score it. 8 points now for Shawnee. There, Bella Sika. Good hands by Nordstrom, out to Shea Toole. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll get the clock resynced here momentarily. We'll wait until the clock hits our number 148. It's 1:55 on a running clock. And that ball slapped away. Butters ahead to Shea Toole. Now we'll sync up the clock. And that shot missed. And the rebound taken by Sarah Bartholomew. Katie Lawrence over to Kennedy Wilson. Yet to score. Kennedy yet to put up a shot. Into Tanu Vasa. Zuri extra pass. Katie Lawrence for three. And she does extremely well. Shoot the long ball. And it's 8-4. That ball goes out of bounds. And it's Lone Peak ball. Reminder, the boys game will come up at 7:30. If we get into region play, we're double headers with Lone Peak. Of course, Skyridge boys basketball, part of our Rewind Sports Network. We'll have all their region games. Kennedy give that one up to Sarah Bartholomew. And Sarah with 7 points in the quarter. And well done there by Sarah, reversing and scoring. Come back the other way, and a foul is going to put Lillian Meyer at the line for two. So Zuri comes on for Kennedy. The free throw good. Lillian Meyer. All that ball thrown into no man's land, taken away by Jada Smith, and then a foul in transition. It'll be the 4th team foul on the Knights. If they are to foul in the last 37 seconds, it would be 2 free throws to Skyridge. Peyton Newbold comes on. As Meyer will trigger into Smith. About a second difference between game clock and shot clock. The steal to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee give it up to Tanu Voss. Traveled. Certainly did. So shot clock turned off with 25 seconds left. As Meyer brings that ball up the floor. Lob inside to Butters. She can't save it. It'll be Knight ball with just about 5 seconds left. Here comes Shawnee. 3, 2, Shawnee at the horn. A little strong, and that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of one, it is Lone Peak 20 and the Falcons 6. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by HanuWear.com.
Every day, you can make a choice to sit and wait or to get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Start of the second quarter. Lone Peak with a 14-point advantage. Lone Peak Girls Basketball presented by HanuWear, HanuWear.com. Also brought to you by Heidemann & Associates. Get a free consultation. Go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you. You can also do the consultation virtually. So if you feel like you've got a legal question you want to know, if you've got legal grounds, let Heidemann & Associates help you out. Get a free consultation. Just let them know that Rewind sent you. You can go to utah.law. Perkins fouled by Katie Lawrence. Her first team foul of the quarter. Let me remind you, if you're tuning in for the boys' game, that game won't start until 7:30. We have a lot of parents that start checking in early on. As Shea Toole sends that ball in to Butters. Can't get it to goal. Rebound to Tanuvasa. Naya send it into the corner. And it's Kennedy Woolston for 3. I was trying to figure out what's different in Naya. Naya's not wearing the triple ponytail. She usually has the 3 ponytails going off. One, well, they're all braided. They're all separated, but going with the bun tonight. On the drive, Shea Toole, no. Loose ball taken back by Toole. The inadvertent whistle. Mr. Official thought he was going to call foul. So we had a fan last week on Friday that was really cute, but I talked about it. There's no over-the-back foul. You saw there from Shea Toole. You can go over the back of the defender as long as you're not making contact. She got the rebound. That's why Mr. Official, the inadvertent whistle, but there's not a foul in the rule book. Now, can you search out over-the-back foul? Yes. You can search it and find it. But if you go to the actual basketball rule book, you're not going to find an over-the-back foul. That ball goes out of bounds and is Lone Peak ball. But I do appreciate the humor. As a terrific viewer who's also a supporter of Lone Peak basketball texted me last week as I made a lunch promise. But he sent me a screenshot of an explanation of over the back. Shawnee Nordstrom send that ball over to Tanuvasa. Naya lost the handle. Let me say off of Perkins. And we'll stay with Lone Peak. Busy night tonight on the Rewind Sports Network. Of course, we'll have Lone Peak versus Skyridge boys game coming up next. You've got a great rivalry that has their first matchup of the year as Tanuvasa can't get that one. Shea Toole on the take against Kaylee Rich gets the foul. It'll put Shea Toole at the line to shoot 2. But you have Layton at Davis. We're going to find out how good Davis is tonight. Layton is extremely good. Makai Martin, Kelby Miller, and David Katoa. Very formidable in 6A. And then in 5A, first time in region play, maybe in a long time. I don't remember if they were ever in. They haven't been in the same region since I started covering Utah High School sports that I can remember. Alta versus Olympus. Dane Stewart will be at that one. And then Copper Hills at Mountain Ridge. All tonight on the Rewind Sports Network. Sika gets the loose ball and then is fouled by Tanuvasa. Quickly, 3 team fouls already on Lone Peak in the quarter. They have a foul to give before bonus free throws. That's the first personal foul on Tanuvasa. Zuri Nordstrom will come on for Kennedy Woolston. On the drive, Meyer can't get that one to go. Tanuvasa terminates, skips over to Shawnee, now to Zuri. Zuri a little too high, that ball got taken away. Sent ahead to Sika. Bartholomew giving chase. Oh, what a shot by Sika. She was hoping for the and one, did not get one, but it was a terrific shot nonetheless, and notwithstanding 2 points there. As a timeout taken by Nancy Warner, 5:40 left in the half, and it's Knights 23, Falcons 9. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Skyridge starting to turn Lone Peak over a little bit and can stay in the full court press. Give it Camry Black and makes it a little more possible to do with a higher success rate, especially with Mealy as well. High-low inside, and Sarah Bartholomew now with 9 points. Good ball movement out of the break. Meyer has nowhere to go, sends it out to Toole. Skip over to Perkins. Moyai gave it up. Down and the foul to Zuri. Zuri was right. She was straight up, but then she turned there at the last minute. Shea Toole gets the foul call, and Shea Toole go to the line for 2 free. So they're called the on the shot. So that is a 4th team foul. It'll be 2 free throws. As it'll be free throws for the remaining 5 minutes in the first half. Second free throw, no good. 25-10 our scores. We dip under 5 minutes left in the half. Naya Tanuvasa. Back over to Shawnee Nordstrom. And Shawnee knocks down her 3rd three of the first half, and then gets a steal on the inbound inside to Zuri. And we'll have a 2-shot foul. Foul will go to Moyai. He said that Zuri Nordstrom was in her habitual shooting motion. And the free throw good, but how about Shawnee gets the steal, or probably hits the 3, then gets the steal on the inbound. As Bella Sika comes back on, and as Butters comes off. Jada Smith came on as well as Bella gets the rebound, and 1 of 2 there for Zuri Nordstrom. Probably it was Portia that checked in, Portia Hugh. Sika lost the handle, picked up by Toole. Shea on the drive, blocked away by Tanuvasa. It goes off of Naya and will stay here. 4:32 left in the half. Meyer, we're going to have a foul on Shawnee Nordstrom. There'll be 2 free throws to Shea Toole. Shawnee not happy with that call. And the free throw no good. Checking in for the first time tonight is Lave Holdcraft. That was the first personal foul on Shawnee. And the second free throw from Toole is no good. Rebound to Zuri. Oh, and Kennedy Wilson was getting the call from Coach Warner. He kind of fell asleep at the wheel, and Shea Toole got the steal and then got fouled. It'll put Shea at the line for 2 bonus free throws. That's a 6th team foul now on the Lone Peak. But again, after 5, it's double bonus, so Shea Toole, a 3-year contributor for Coach Shaylee Nielsen. Hits the first. Should be part of the Utah Top 50 back in the fall as well. And got them both. Naya, step back to 3, no. Rebound to Toole. Toole, give it up to Meyer. Meyer down the lane and double dribble down. Which is too bad because Tanu Vasa may have picked up the foul. Well, too bad for her. I would do the double dribble thing I did the other night from the old Nintendo. Katie Lawrence's pass too tall for Tanu Vasa. Sarah tracked it down. Oh, probably for Holdcraft. As Naya comes off the screen, send to the corner to Holdcraft. Katie Lawrence slips out the triple. And the rebound taken by Sika. Try to fit that in. Goes out for 3. It won't drop for Peyton Newbold. And the rebound to Bartholomew. Now up with Lawrence. And a timeout granted to Nancy Warner. Late in the first half, timeout to Lone Peak. Knights lead 29-12. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Three minutes, 19 seconds left in the first half. Dusty Litster, Austin Bigelow, and Reagan Litster with you in Lone Peak Fieldhouse. Send the ball out and it goes out of bounds as Tonavasa hits the deck. Shawnee Nordstrom comes back on as Lave Holdcraft will come off. I believe it's Knight Fieldhouse. Knight's Fieldhouse is because I know the football field is Knight's Field. Braden Walker and I had a long conversation of whether or not it should be Knight or Knights, as the foul is charged to Kaya Perkins. It's like if you were to call a book that starts with in the title as book, if there's multiple of them, is it books of, or is it book of, you know, we all know the finish, some Mormons, or is it, but it's Knight Fieldhouse, or is it Knights Fieldhouse, or is it Knight Stadium or Knight Stadium? It's all very confusing. 3 won't fall for Shawnee Nordstrom. Ball will go back to Skyridge. And I know that's the kind of the conversation you all tuned in for, was that one. But I guess we'll get back to the game. 2:35 on a running clock in the first half. It is a 17-point lead for Lone Peak. Shea Toole all the way to the rim. She's been unassuming on the drive for all 3 years that she has started and played at Skyridge. Sarah, nice pass over the top. Katie Lawrence a little too strong. Loose ball off the leg of Kaylee Rich. And they get it over to Perkins, and a good stand there by Skyridge. 15-point advantage for Lone Peak, but Skyridge battling back. Shea comes off the screen, drives hard to the hole, took the bump from Lawrence. It'll be 2 free throws to Shea Toole. Third personal foul is to Katie Lawrence. Shea misses the first. Zuri Nordstrom comes on for Katie. And Lillian Meyer comes back on for Jada Smith. And Toole goes 1 for 2. Timeout, Shaylee Nielsen, full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching Knights basketball. So out of the timeout. Is the Falcons able to put together a run here, a little 6-0 spurt. Shawnee Nordstrom hard to the hole, stays down. Nice take and finish by Shawnee. Nordstrom now with 13 points in the half. As Shea Toole comes off the screen, send that ball to the corner. Lillian Meyer misses on the 3. Great play. That was very well designed and executed extremely well. As Lone Peak will set up their offense. Zuri up top to Sarah Bartholomew, over to Kaylee Rich. Shawnee pumped the 3, drive the base, and they're going to get an off-arm foul on Shawnee Nordstrom. It'll be her second personal. Shawnee frustrated with the call, and Shea sold it. Shea put it over. There was a little bit of contact there on the baseline, but Shea definitely put it over. Inside of 50 seconds left. Toole blocked away by Tanuvasa. Here comes Lave Holdcraft. Over to Zuri. Zuri on the drive. Puts it up for Sarah Bartholomew. And Sarah has got 11 points. Shea, high post to Butters. Butters goes at Bartholomew, left it short. Rebound is Sarah. Give it up to Tanuvasa. She's got to hurry. 3 seconds. 2 at the horn. Oh, just off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half. And through 2 quarters, it is Lone Peak 33, Skyridge 15. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by HanuWare.com. And welcome back in the Knight Fieldhouse. Dusty Litzter with you. Start of the second half. Lone Peak leading Skyridge 33-15. Rematch of last year's 6A state championship game. First of 2 region matchups. I believe Cambry Blackham will be back for the second one. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll see her on the floor. Mealy, I'm trying to remember her injury and when that took place. But we start first with Lone Peak. Kendi Woolston hands back to Shawnee Nordstrom. Nordstrom leads all scorers with 13 first half points. Lobs it inside to Sarah Bartholomew. And Sarah now with 13 points. And the lead is 20. Inside to Butters. Butters misses a rebound. Offensive board. can't get it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. Back inside, Tanuvasa, no, got her own rebound. Reverses sides and scores. Naya Tanuvasa, and the lead back to 20. It'll be very interesting in the 6A state tournament. Lone Peak, back-to-back state champs. Graduate Kaylee Wilson. I think people are starting to appreciate how good Kaylee was in high school and how good she is and what she's doing at BYU. But 6A is going to be so interesting as a three from Jada Smith, long, and a rebound to Katie Lawrence. Lawrence on the run, got Shawnee. Waited a little long to make that pass, turns it over. Again, that's the old wooden fast break. You get a lot of rules there. It's just not the same. And I sound like a dinosaur. They just put out a video. I'm trying to remember which college team it is. They were showing them pictures from the 90s, and they were showing floppy disks. They had no idea what they were. Austin Bigelow, do you know what a floppy disk is? I'm impressed. I guess he must have went to one of those schools that didn't have much funding. So. Katie Lawrence. Euro step and finish there to Katie Lawrence. So that one makes me feel really old because I remember when the small 3.5-inch floppy disk was the coolest thing ever. Dropped that ball inside, blocked away by Sarah Bartholomew. Loose ball out of bounds, but it'll stay. It'll sail off the block. Did it bounce out of bounds as she grabbed it? So we'll stay with Skyridge. And a steal to Katie Lawrence. Katie running out in front. Waiting for the trail. Goes to Shawnee. Shawnee lobs that one in, and Bartholomew picks up the foul as Toole hit the deck. Sarah wasn't a fan. It was her first personal foul. So after the foul, come back this way. Moyai try to fit that in to Hugh. And a foul on the reach on Lone Peak. The foul goes to Kaylee Rich. Second personal foul on Kaylee. Team foul number 2 in the third quarter. As Bella Sika comes on for Smith. As Sika inbounds to Shea Toole. Shea has been aggressive. Come off the screens. Lob that ball inside to Moyai. Moyai can't get it to go. And the rebound to Woolston. Kennedy fits it ahead to Katie Lawrence. Blocked from behind by Shea Toole. I thought about it. Was Shea just very unassuming. And then she makes a play. And you kind of forget about her again. And then she makes another play. Kennedy lost it on the way up. Maybe Hughes got a hand on that now. Tanuvasa picks up the reach. And that is number 2 on Naya Tanuvasa, third team foul. The frustrating things to coaches is, especially in basketball, when you're giving up those fouls so far away from the hoop, say, hey, you got the ball, but let's get back and play defense. Let's not immediately try to get steals back that aren't clean or anything else. Butters in the high post, sends it out to Shea Toole. Shea short on the 3. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. Naya on the drive, stolen by Toole. And then Naya got it back. Tanuvasa on the drive, foul by Shea. It'll put Tanuvasa at the line. Called on the floor. First team foul of the quarter. Kennedy trying to send that in off of Butters. Lillian Meyer will come in for Shea Toole. Tanuvasa lobs it inside to Sarah Bartholomew, and she's fouled by Portia Hugh. And I'll put Sarah at the line for 2 free throws. Again, remind you, if you're tuning in for the boys' game, that game won't start till after this one concludes. Set for 7:30. So this is not a rerun. This isn't re-airing. I've had a couple of those text messages. But the girls' game goes first, varsity, and then boys' game's at 7:30 in region play. I'm not sure where the Lone Peak students are going to be. A lot of parents camping out there in their student section. Free throw no good, picked up by Perkins. And Tanuvasa with the steal. Naya waited, now finishes no. Bartholomew with the board, can't get the putback, and the rebound is Sika. A 3-on-1 fast break. And Tanuvasa tried to take it on her own, just couldn't finish.
Skyridge substitution number 33, Jada Smith, and number 2, Shea Toole check in.
Jada Smith and Shea Toole check back in for Coach Nielsen. 22-point advantage for Lone Peak. Ball near side, stolen by Tanuvasa. Can't get over the top of Naya. Naya hands back to Zuri Nordstrom for 3. The freshman, Zuri Nordstrom. Well, Shawnee's a 4-year high school player. Dropped that ball inside to Butters and one. The foul to Sarah Bartholomew, her second. But Sarah Butters able to finish through the contact, put her at the line. But Shawnee played on the Bingham Miners her freshman year, and then family moved to the Highland Alpine area. And 3-point play converted there for Butters. Kennedy Woolston, transition 3, no. Oh, her second shot of the night that I can remember. Sika. Bella will pull for 3 off the pass, no. Rebound loose, and it's Kennedy hitting the deck on the jump ball. Oh, probably no, the foul. The foul will be on Jada Smith. Team foul number 3 of the quarter.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 30, Peyton Newbold. She replaces Bella Sika.
Newbold comes in. For Coach Nielsen is Kennedy Woolston. Sends that back up top to Shawnee Nordstrom. Now it's Sarah Bartholomew. Bartholomew hands back to Naya. Zuri open for 3. Her second of the quarter. Zuri Nordstrom. And it's 45-20. Shea, the trap there from Tanuvasa. Tool goes into Bartholomew, no, and the foul on the rebound against Butters. It'll be Butters' first personal foul. That is the last foul to give for Skyridge in the quarter. It is highly unlikely, but if, say, Lone Peak was on a 10-0 run, then there would be a continuously running clock in the fourth quarter. Shawnee on the drive, now the foul. It'll be 2 free throws. The foul to Shea Tool. Number 2 on Tool. This game, most of tonight, just kind of plodded along. It's had moments of rhythm, and more times than not, it's more jazz. There's no rhyme or reason to it. As Shawnee knocks down the free throw. Our reigning 6A Impact Player of the Year got Bolter free throws. Lead to 27. Perkins, good ball movement. Try to get that inside to Butters. She didn't get it, and the ball will go back to Lone Peak. Shawnee to the corner to Woolston. Kennedy lob it inside to Bartholomew. Sarah puts that one away, and Sarah now with 15. She and Shawnee both with 15 points apiece. Shea for 3, no. Rebound to Tanuvasa. Naya. Fast breaks have not been clean. Kind of stuck in between of decisions and things like that. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Timeout to Skyridge.
Every day, you can make a choice to sit and wait or to get up and go. How do you get up and go?
1:17 left in the third quarter. Again, remind you, if you're tuned in, the boys' game's coming up next. It was slated to start at 7:30. It's going to start a little late, but we're not re-airing anything. This is live. Boys' game will come up next. As Shea Tool sends that ball into the corner. Perkins got it. Kaya Perkins for 3. As Zuri Nordstrom going to drive the baseline, finish same side. Zuri's got 8 points in the quarter. And probably 9 points in the quarter. Forgot about the free throw. And we're going to have an offensive foul there on Meyer. I don't know that either side has a reason to get mad at the officials. There's been a lot of whistles both ways tonight. Both teams are in the penalty. It's a long... it's very difficult to make a 50-foot pass. Grant Hill makes that look really easy if you watch the Christian Leitner play. But Grant Hill is a freak of nature athletically. Drop that into Sarah Bartholomew, and Sarah Bartholomew puts that one home. And there's a steal on the inbound by Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee can't get that one to go. Got around for the rebound. We have a loose ball foul on Lillian Meyer to put Shawnee Nordstrom at the line. Oh, the foul to Shawnee Nordstrom on the loose ball. That is Shawnee's 4th. 5 seconds. Shea 2-of-3. Meyer couldn't get that one away. Good hands on the defense. And that will do it for the third quarter. They go to the fourth. It is Lone Peak 53 and Skyridge 23. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Honuware.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Litster along with Austin Bigelow running the camera and Reagan Litster running the system. Intern Reagan. And unlike Kenzie, there is no money going to Reagan. Back in the corner, the three from Lawrence is good. And now, I don't think the 35-point things, I think it has to be going into the fourth quarter. I'm not 100% certain on it. But if Lone Peak were to, we'll find out, because if Lone Peak were to get a stop and then a bucket, I don't know that it immediately goes into effect or not. Tanuvasa, good defense. There's a steal. Naya quickly ahead to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee got loose, reverses, no. Bartholomew there for the putback, and it won't go. It'll be Sarah Bartholomew going to the line. The foul to Shea Toole, number 3 on Shea. And a chance for Sarah Bartholomew to become the leading scorer in the ballgame. Or she already is. Take that back. Misses the first. I tell you, I'm a little surprised at the student sections already. We did that Lone Peak PG game on Friday night. The Lone Peak student section was packed out. So was PG's, and this is a very good rivalry too. I mean, this is what I call the Battle of Timpanogos Highway. So I'm surprised. Lead to 34s. Butters can't get it. Rebound was in the hands of Lawrence. Sika with the steal. Sika can't finish. Rebound to Tanuvasa, and Naya comes away. Tanuvasa lost the handle on the spin. Kennedy Wilson picks up the loose ball. High post, Kaylee Rich. Kennedy Wilson for 3. 6 points on the night for Kennedy, both deep balls. And a lead now to 37. High post, Butters. A little late feed to Lillian Meyer. Nice finish. Nice pass, pretty finish. And the 3 from Katie Lawrence. No, the rebound to Shea Toole. Oh, a tough pass. Seek able to get it. Baseline J from Meyer. No. Rebound to Katie Lawrence. Ahead to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee mid-range 2. No. Shea Toole steps back to 3. Can't get it. Rebound to Kaylee Rich. And a timeout to Nancy Warner. 5:26 left. We'll be right back. 5:26 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, maybe we'll find out about the mercy clock. Zuri Nordstrom up top with Naya Tanuvasa on the angle of the Shawnee, now Katie Lawrence. Lawrence sends out Tanuvasa for 3. Learned that we had some youngsters watching the stream. There's Detmer and Staley getting ready to go to bed. There's a steal there to Lone Peak. So they can go to bed with a smile on their face after being nice to mom. As Shawnee Nordstrom drives the baseline and scores. Three on the way from Perkins. Kaya Perkins. I mentioned her sister, Danya, was a very good player. Kaya, just a sophomore. Got a couple more years with Kaya. Three on the way from Tanuvasa won't go. Rebound to Zuri Nordstrom, and Zuri can get called for a foul first. She cleared out with that off arm. So Lave Holdcraft will come on and we do have the mercy clock. Clock will only stop now for free throws. As Lave Holdcraft and Kaylee Rich come on, as Naya and Shawnee get the rest. Portia give that one up. Three on the way from Lily Grant, no. And the rebound out to Grant. Portia Hugh left open for three. Back rimmed, and the rebound tracked down by Kennedy Woolston. Nice hands by Hugh. And we'll stay here. Clock will continue to run. Continues to run. High post to Kaylee Rich. Rich now to Kendi Woolston. Sets back to three. Ball goes in and out. Rebound to Kaylee, and she puts it up and in. Again, the boys' game will be coming up next. We'll have a short break in between games. We'll reset the stream, get it back up as soon as possible. But again, if you're tuning in, you're not watching a replay. This is live, as the boys' game will be coming up at the conclusion of this one. Baseline. Oh, this is Lily Grant. So Leah Arnell is number one, as Arnell gives that one up to Abby Dotson. 5 on the shot clock. And there's a blocked away on the three-point attempt from Grant. Kennedy, pretty finish. Yes. Kennedy Woolston. Put it in the spin cycle. Speaking of sophomores, Kennedy Woolston is a sophomore, already offered by Brigham Young. On the take. Now the clock will stop as Moyai will go to the line. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Moyai misses the first. And the front end on the second doesn't go. So here comes Kennedy Woolston. Holdcraft over to Lawrence. Zuri's pass kind of off the mark to Kaylee Rich. Oh, and a steal to Lawrence. Katie can't get it. They're going to rebound and run out here with Lily Grant. Oh, nice take. Oh, blocked away by Rich. And Coach Warner said, hey, let's just hold up. Zuri Nordstrom. Now it's Katie Lawrence. Woolston gives it back. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Can't get the three to go. Rebound to Lawrence. Try to send it out to Nordstrom. Loose ball picked up by Moyai. Moyai to the rim and the finish. Moyai's first points of the night. If I can she had scored before then. As that will do it. Lone Peak will improve to 2-0 in Region 3 play. As our final score, Lone Peak 69, Falcons 30. Your HanuWare.com players of the game, Shani Nordstrom and Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah Bartholomew, the leading scorer tonight. She and Shani did a great job leading the way. 7 straight wins, Lone Peak over Skyridge. For Austin Bigelow and Reagan Litster, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network presented by HanuWare.com.